It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Back to throw. Drops it off for Coleman. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And complete right side to Cook. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
An extra corner on the field for New England here on third down.
Yeah, another DB. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete. He was hoping to get that one to Tevin Coleman in space. And now it's 4th down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
So now, Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at...
And that's caught inside the 35. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 58 yards. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. McNabb. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Time starting to run out here in the 4th. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. From the gun, here's McNabb. That's caught at the 3. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right. Wait, 20. Wait, 20.
Back to throw, Brady. Screen pass to Blunt.
Get him.
Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he's got room. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A huge play there on the screen pass. 51 yards.
A well-executed screen pass means the offensive line has bluffed the defenders. They make them think that they can just get through and get to the quarterback. Instead, they're setting them up.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
4 down.
20.
They'll run again with Blunt. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And a nice carry there of 50. And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. Out of the gun, McNabb. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to lead to a third down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 1st and 10, McNabb. And this is Cook with a grab. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's back to throw. And complete right side to Cook. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw. On the screen, this is Coleman. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Let's go.
Back to throw. And brought in by the tight end Cook. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
There's completion to the tight end, and I think they were looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. He's got
the
size, the hands.
Speed. Can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And quickly, they get to the line.
Let's go.
Back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal. And now they're in the hurry up. Here's McNabb. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
So many components go into a well-executed screen pass. You've got to sell. Offensive line's got to sell like they've missed blocks, and then they move out, and they're out in front of the running back. He's got to sell that he's trying to block, and then he slips out into the route. The quarterback has to sell that maybe he's trying to throw it downfield.
And, yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. Danny Amendola on the return. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line.
Watch 12. Watch 12. Single. I got a single.
Wait, 20.
Single to slot.
Wait, 20.
Back to throw, Brady. To the right side, and he's got Edelman. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Come on,
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
Defense maybe trying to guess the snap count there, and it costs them 5 yards. The defense helps the offense out there. Now 5 yards to go on first down.
3 down.
Move 20. Wait, 20.
Yeah.
To throw is Brady. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Let's go. Wait, 20.
Brady to throw. Finding time. He's going to air it out deep for Hogan. And this is going to be intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. Nothing between these two teams for 4 quarters. Here we go to begin overtime. Now Dion Lewis to return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far.
Well, in that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
Move 20.
Hey, we got three down.
First throw of overtime for Brady. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And Blunt loses the football. And he brings it back to the house. It's a touchdown. And in a crazy inning, a defensive score.